No, that's spoilers. So you have a story mode in this game. The other thing that this game is mainly, though... Right, I need the D-pad to move because I'm emulating motion controls. This is actually a party game. And it's like you would expect, like Mario Party style. This is actually Sonic and the Secret Shuffle. Sonic Shuffle 2. But it is based on the book 1001 Nights. And look at how many... They did want every Wii game to be a party game. Look at how many hours it took me to... I'm not finished this file. We're gonna finish this file today. I just didn't give myself enough time, but it took me 7 hours to get to where I was. So, that's because there's a lot of... Give me that starting cutscene, because... It doesn't give you it if you just go back to it in your other file. There's a lot of menuing in this, and a lot of side missions.
Hey, wake up!
Boy, is it that late already? What time is it? Huh?
You are the blue hedgehog.
Ah! What the?
Do not be alarmed. I am Shara, the genie of the ring. You know, like Aladdin in the magic lamp.
Don't think I've read that.
What? You've got to be kidding me. It's the best story of all the Arabian Nights. Or at least the second best. But that's besides the point. Please, look at this.
There's no Disney in Sonic World.
Hey, the page is blank.
Our world, the world of the Arabian Nights, is vanishing.
Vanishing? But how?
This is the work of an incredibly evil spirit, the Eraser Jinn.
Eraser? Jinn?
Yes, he used his evil magic to become even more powerful. He could not bear to simply remain in the book any longer.
I don't know her
So
voice,
he
so...
had begun to set the inscriptions free, absorbing the power of the book itself.
The power of the book?
If our world ceases to exist, then not only will those stories be silenced forever, but the Eraser Jinn will then be unleashed into your world.
That definitely sounds like trouble. But what do you want me to do?
I want you to stop him. You must stop the Eraser Jinn. Only you, the blue hedgehog, can do it.
So this guy needs someone to put him in his place, does he? I suppose I can help out with that. It might even be fun. But this is all just something out of a storybook, right? How am I supposed to do anything about that?
That's easy. You are my master, having called forth the genie of the ring. As such, I am able to grant your wishes. Simple wishes, at any rate. Bringing you into the world of the Arabian Nights is within my power.
What? Inside that book?
Now please, place the ring on your finger.
Like this? Ouch! Hey, take it easy.
My apologies, O Master, but now the contract has been sealed.
Contract?
Yes, as Master of the Ring, I am now bound to protect you. Now, rub the ring.
Like this?
Oh, Master of the Ring, what is thy wish?
Achoo! Achoo! How about a handkerchief for starters? Make that a few. Thanks. You're a lifesaver. You see, I caught this cold yesterday and...
Please, be serious.
Okay. Thanks for the hankies, though.
Oh, please. Someone tell me that this isn't really happening.
All right. Let's go. Take me to this world of the Arabian Nights.
As you wish, Master.
Quit it, will you? My name's Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Very well then, Sonic. The legendary Hedgehog.
Legendary.
Here we go, into the world of the Arabian Nights.
Okay. Now this is first class. Here we go.
He is great at rolling with things. This might not be, like, entirely outside of his familiarity, though. Before you actually get to, like, stages, puts you to this tutorial area.
Tilting the Wii remote to the left and right will move you in that direction.
To tell you how to work it. And, like, I have this mapped to the analog stick. Doesn't feel great. I think it feels better on the Wiimote itself. So, like, you get a lot of... I don't think it would have, because it wasn't designed for the Wii Motion Plus. It may have made it a little less jankier, but given how janky it is on... I guess I don't have Wii Motion Plus equipped in my settings. I don't remember. Throughout this game, you do a lot of stuff like that. Like, there's several paragraphs of this lost prologue before you get to the next bit of story. And I have these rings set up to be more appropriate for each part of the game. But, like, it makes sense to me that this would happen, like, sometime a bit after,
Grind on places that have squared edges.
Sonic Riders. Because, like, I was thinking about it, and while, like, the Babylon Rogues, they came from space, and they made then all their lore in Riders 1 is how they got their notoriety and stuff.
Okay, so who's this guy who's trying to make the world disappear again?
You mean the Eraser Djinn?
Yeah, that's right. Can you take me to him?
There is no need.
What do you mean?
He's here!
Get ready for this voice. This big Ganondorf-looking
What's
genie.
that all about? Talk about close shaves. Maybe you know where I can get my quills sharpened too?
Sonic, that's him. He's the evil spirit who is striking the words of our world from the pages.
You must be that blue rat that just got added to the story.
Stop.
Don't you know anything? I'm not a rat. I'm a hedgehog.
I am Eraser Djinn. I am the one who shall carve up this world as I see fit.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna do that, can you at least wait until I'm done reading it first?
Sonic?
I'm sobbing.
100 of the 1,001 nights have already been wiped clean. And soon, the rest shall join them, night by night. And then, with the 7 world rings...
7 world rings?
You have gathered the 7 world rings for me. Have you not, Shara, my dear?
Are you still going on about that? I told you those things don't even exist. And even if they did, I'd never give them to you.
Oh, wouldn't you, though? I suppose a suitable punishment is in order, then.
Look out!
Sonic!
Aha! So, this is how judgment is dealt, is it? This should be interesting. You listening? Bring me the 7 world rings before the arrow of flame extinguishes. If you do not, the life of King Shahryar!
The king is the creator of the Arabian Nights and the main character of the story.
With my speed, we'll just have to make sure we get to him first!
Incidentally, they don't mean the Chaos Emeralds, but you gotta have parallels, right? I just can't take Eraser Jin seriously with this voice, though. He sounds like such a goober. Like, his Japanese voice is pretty much quotable. It's... And, like, I think they also made him do the voice for King Solomon, so, like, and the Black Knight and Sonic and the Black Knight, so, like,
First, let's find the king's palace.
they just kept giving this guy roles.
Let's hurry. If you have at least one ring, you can get hit without being hurt.
So rings do what they are supposed to. These pearls build up soul gauge, and I think they're also experience points. I'm not going to use any of the soul gauge. I'll use one soul gauge ability. It's his boost. I'm just not supposed to have it unlocked yet.
That pillar is being manipulated by magic. Look out!
But yeah, this is a very simple stage to give you the feel of the controls. Hey, plant. But we did just come off of... we did just come off of Sonic Riders, which established that the Babylon Rogues were descendant from genies, aside from being also descendant from space aliens. This really does feel weird to play with these early skills. The ring skills you get make everything feel way better, so by the end of the game, it's like a very playable, functional game. So like, I don't know, maybe, because this feels like it would take place after Sonic Riders, and Sonic's just like killing time between that and Zero Gravity. That was helpful.
Watch out! The red spirits can breathe fire. It's a dead end.
Whoops! Time to make a U-turn.
I mean, it functions, but like, it could have just functioned a bit, like, smoother from the beginning instead of giving you
Should be
abilities
cooler
for it.
inside.
And I don't know, they were testing the grounds with this, and it's nowhere near as offensive as the following game. But before we get to that,
This red ring is a fire soul.
what if, like, I don't know, like, to quote Sonic at the end of Riders, when they found the extreme gear that was basically a magic carpet, Sonic is like, I thought that was only a thing in fiction. And, well, why not, like, go read the actual fiction?
Press the two
And,
buttons
I don't know,
together
where'd you
to
get this ring? Maybe it was like a parting gift from the Rose. Have this ring. We don't know what it does.
Make sure
I mean, it would make sense
to
that the Babylon Rogues
very
would
carefully.
predate this book and, like, influence the world when they came here. I think real-life Babylon was, like, established a good, like, 1,000 years before Arabian mythology really took off. If I, like, understand my history correctly. No, it feels like it adds up. Oops.
Move the Wii remote forward and backward to head back to the footnote.
Oops. I did that on purpose because I was looking at something else. But, like, especially this early on, like, the level design's gonna be a little forgiving, and you only lose so many rings, which normally I would only have a max of 50 rings. You get more as you level up. Yeah, Babylon's like literally the Mesopotamian people traveled south to make a new civilization. That's like as early as humans get, as far as big civilizations
Just
go.
past up here is the town.
And it is also in the Middle East in real life.
There it is! I see it!
The king's palace.
Speedway!
Let's go see who the king is.
Where is he? Are we too late?
Huh?
What's Dr. Eggman doing here? Aha! I knew it! This is all another one of your schemes!
What is the meaning of this? I am Sharyar, king of this land.
Eggman, what are you up to this time?
Your bet's a little late.
Wait! You're making a mistake! This is him! This is King Sharyar!
Really?
Such insolence! Guards, seize this blue spiky thing at once!
Where are your men, your highness?
Oh, that's right. Let me explain. When the evil spirits appeared out of nowhere, everyone turned and ran, and I was stuck having to hide in that jar. No! Help me!
Well, well. Guess it's time for a little action.
Don't you hate it when you're like trying to explain what happened to your kingdom and you get taken by a pterosaur? We're not going to Dinosaur Jungle yet, though. We have to meet Alibaba. When was that again? Don't break jars. No, wait. I do want to break jars. It do be like that sometimes. So that is the gimmick of these stories, is that the typical Sonic characters take the roles of story characters, except for Sonic, because Sonic is a very specific main character that you don't really get insight to until the end of the game. At least he fills the role rather than actually is. I might go to my next ring faster. This is an example of the kinds of missions you get in this game. Yes, this is Temple Run the Hedgehog. No, Temple Run is Sonic Dash. This has way more nuance than Temple Run. Got it.
Just made it!
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who Shahrazad is, personally. I have a copy of Arabian Nights on my bookshelf right there. I've been meaning to, like, page through. What? Okay, so I was supposed to not break the jars? I wrote down the wrong one. It would. Okay, I'm doing Ring B because I need some more abilities. Just to, like, make sure I play this game in the right amount of time. Okay. No, that's probably Shara. Actually, now that I think about it.
Just isn't my day.
Yeah, no, the soundtrack for this, they tried to go for, like, a very, like, different feel. But very much an Arabian Nights type deal, but you've got Fumie Kumatani and Kenichi Tokoi on all of the stage music. Just, like, experimenting.
Shara, let me show you just how fast I am.
You've also got Seiro Okamoto on some menu and cutscene music. Hideaki Kobayashi gets a song. And they have Lekov Vakrov doing the Arabian-style chill stuff. I think it's a group. It's good stuff. Oh boy.
Just made it.
Man, these stories get intense, don't they?
Oh, thank you. I thought I was done for.
Tails? What are you doing here too?
Tails? My name is Alibaba.
Come on, Tails. I know it's you.
I'm very sorry. He seems to have mistaken you for someone else.
Oh, it's okay. I'm still very grateful that you saved me. I might not be very strong, but I've still got some tricks up my sleeve. If you ever need my help in return, it would be the least I could do to repay you.
Thank you. If something comes up, we'll be sure to call you.
Yeah, we just meet Alibaba. He'll come back plenty of times later, though. Don't worry about it. It is a struggle. I don't think I finished talking how, like, you have very specific little, missions that you have throughout. And, I'm playing very specifically the ones that have cutscenes afterwards. And I would have to, from a fresh file, play far more to unlock the ones that work. So that's where the length of this game comes from. The fact that I had 7 hours on the clock for this file. I only have 3 to 4 hours to stream, so you can't do that. But also a lot of the stuff you unlock takes up time. I missed. And I have most of that stuff unlocked. I don't have the final stage unlocked yet, though, because I didn't give myself enough time. Which is actually kind of bad, because there's magic carpet segments in the last place I needed to test the functionality on, because I heard that I'm struggling here. That's probably the main part where there is a struggle with the controls. It is actually not the motion controls for me. It is the button controls of braking, which, to jump, your main... I'll explain the button mapping, actually. That will make what I'm about to say make sense. So, you're holding the Wiimote, horizontally, normally. Face up, it'll make it so that you can move forward. If you rotate it back towards you, I'm gonna get it, promise. No. Rotating back will let you go backwards, like this. You get a back step if you... okay. The 2 button is to select things. That is also to jump and do abilities that are similar to jumping. While you're running, when you hold down A, you will slide so that you can do a higher jump. If you do a regular tap of 2, it'll be like a forward dash jump. And then 1, or as I have it mapped to B, is to stop in your tracks. It'll also do just a downward jump cancel, much like... I'm bad at this. Much like 2 will, but it won't slide so much, it'll just stop you. And whether or not it actually charges your ability to jump is what I have trouble with. Yeah, but it's the momentum's really weird because it's automatic. So it's not really the motion controls that are an issue, and that's probably why what they did for Black Knight, they decided to just copy and paste the game functionality like that, but map it to a controller. It didn't work. It actually felt worse. I'll talk more about how angry I am about that later. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you press B, he comes to a hard stop. Oh my goodness, look at my time. I'm just, like, failing on all accounts. If you press the jump button, he will slide and carry that momentum. And if you press the brake button, you'll come to a stop as fast as you can. He, like, skids. Also, the momentum is maybe a little weird for this ring I have equipped. That's another thing that gets smoothed out as you level up. But also sometimes your momentum can go wild if you equip too many of the things. I have to stop going there. That's what's screwing me up. It's really difficult to jump off of a grind rail because the jump button will just make you rotate so you speed up. If you press it enough times, you will jump off, but you won't have the charge. Or, okay. Actually, you have to just hold it down. That's just never, like, worked. In enough time that I've needed it to work, that has never worked before. But if you hold down the jump button while you're on a rail, after you've done the speed up turn, it will allow you to jump off. Okay, I should have enough time this time. I might not have enough time. Nice. Forward. No. No. Alright, fuck this. I've never failed this many times. This is my stream skill. I need to remind myself of that. So what that cutscene would have been would be a giant multi-eyed scorpion would have come out of the sand and start a rampage. Warning, this is a scorpion with a bunch of eyes, so this might be unsettling. The bosses in this game are actually generally pretty unsettling. I don't know if that's a reference to Arabian Nights or not, but I don't know if there was a giant multi-eyed scorpion in the Arabian Nights. Okay, it's only 3 eyes, but they're in a very unsettling place. And he has 2 stingers. And missiles.
Watch out for its tail attack! Try using the scorpion's tail to reach the eye of its back.
This guy just doesn't give up.
Oh, that wasn't the only eye. Forgot about this one. No! Mac! I could have finished it off right there and then if I did it right. There we go.
The eye is its weak point.
So there isn't a boss for every world.
No such thing as
But this boss is important.
There it is, Sonic!
So that's...
This must be one of the 7 world rings the Eraser Djinn spoke of. Huh? I can't pick it up.
It's Zelda logic. More eyes, more power, but also more weakness.
When darkness descends upon the Arabian Nights, the legendary blue hedgehog from another world shall come.
I remember that story.
Legendary? You've got to be kidding. You're gonna make me blush.
When the 7 rings that control the worlds are gathered, the portal between the worlds shall open. But the life of the collector of the rings shall be offered up in sacrifice as the key for that control. That is what is written in the newest chapter of the Arabian Nights.
Say what? I'm supposed to be a sacrifice?
That I cannot say for sure, but I do believe that these world rings hold the key to some kind of mystery. And I think that we need to collect them to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Well, considering that I still have this arrow in me to worry about, I guess I'm in a pinch either way, right?
I'm sorry. It's my fault that all of this is happening to...
Hey, don't worry about it. Besides, don't you know how fast I am? Time may fly, but I'm even faster.
Thanks, Sonic. Also, I forgot to point out. We follow this, right? Yeah, okay. I literally had to list out what my order of stages is. I don't think I pointed out the pun that is Eraser Djinn's name. He fights with a razor and he's erasing the pages. He's the eraser.
Something's after us.
Oh no. Dinos.
What did I do?
I don't know. Just run! Don't let them
No.
rush you with their horns!
They just don't give up.
If we can just get across the bridge up ahead, we should be okay.
That was a close one.
And this level just like throws game mechanics at you.
Tilt your Wii remote left or right to change direction.
Like you're out of the tutorial world with this world.
The road splits in 2 here. You can use your homing attack on the balls that don't have spikes.
Alright, so that was weird.
The road splits in 2 here. You can use your homing attack on the balls that don't have spikes. That is a treasure box. Open it up and see what's inside.
There was a part of Arabian Nights where there were dinosaurs, right? I remember that. Kinda.
Get on the catapult and tilt the Wii remote towards yourself. Quickly move it forward again to launch yourself off.
Look out below! Speedway!
Maybe that flying car can help us across to the other side.
Oops!
forward. Yeah.
How many of these guys are there?
There's no end to them.
I'll just skip that part. I think that would have changed the dino's head direction, though.
If those iron balls hit us, we'll fall into the water. Be careful, Sonic! I've got a bad feeling about this. That sums it up.
This dino's loud. Now I need to wait for it to eat this boulder.
Hey, look at its tail!
It seems pretty hungry.
Make sure you make it decide for a snack. If you leave him over the boulder, maybe he can break through the rock. Get on the catapult and tilt the wheel remote towards yourself. Quickly move it forward again to launch yourself off.
You already told me this, Shara. I could not hear myself think over that dinosaur. But I had been thinking of, like, some stuff.
This catapult
Since my
looks like
last
it works at
stream.
a different angle than the last.
Other than what I just said about the Babylon roads. I was thinking about how
Just a little more, Sonic!
when they mentioned gun in Zero Gravity,
Too easy.
yeah, I guess I'll continue this thought after this cutscene.
You, spiky thing! Do something! Save me!
Huh?
How dare you! I am the king! Must you be so rude?
Sorry.
Your Highness, where did that spirit go?
Just as I feared, he's gone ahead to that castle, and it seems more minions are being assembled.
Castle?
There's a giant fortress just ahead. It's a relic from an ancient kingdom.
Some relic it is. It's a manufacturing plant. When they mentioned gun in Zero Gravity, I realized they called it a international security organization, which is not what gun used to be. Gun used to be a military, like, very distinctly. Like, I was unsure if it was, like, an international paramilitary force that the United Nations primarily used, or if it was just the United Federation's military itself. Hey. No, Sonic. I'll do that over. Better. And, like, this plays into what I kept saying about their relevance, I realize. Because in battle, after the alien invasion wrecked their army, they needed to rely on Eggman's guard robos to do anything. And they seem to have recovered by the time we hit Sonic Rush, but then, like, Eggman and Eggman Mega,
To get off of the flying pod.
they took over one of their, naval ships, and Sonic destroyed, like, all of their robots. Sonic and Blaze both destroyed all their robots again. And you think they just, like, kinda gave up after that? Oops, I missed. And it dawned on me that it was probably those weird robots that Eggman made with Meteotech that's just what Gun used for their security now, because they were security robots. Eggman was just the manufacturer. It never ceases to surprise me when stuff I say about this series that is like very much not explicit. It's stuff that you put together between the events between games, ends up having like, that's just what this other game suddenly implies fully. It's state of like what Gun is doing. We smash one more genie out. The main enemies I've been destroying in this have been Jin, but they're like the kind of underworld spirits that Eraser Jin has been summoning. That kind of thing. I think I know where the last one is. I skipped over it.
One down, more to go.
Nailed it. Another thing I realized, which actually helps with, okay, with the whole timeline thing I've been trying to say. There we go. I was making note of Amy's composure in the Riders games. Bounce pad! Especially in Zero Gravity.
Hey, look at that!
It's another one of the 7 world rings.
Oh, this power!
This must be what has driven the spirits mad, I think. It is only recently that they have been behaving this way.
Well, I think I've had just about enough of this. Speaking of which, as Genie of the Ring, can I ask you for a favor?
Oh, Master, your wish is my command.
Do you think you could take this judgment thing out of my chest for me? Oh.
I am sorry.
Hey, no worries. Cheer up. Don't sweat it. Anyways, no adventure is fun if it's too easy, right? Although, it would have been nice if your magic did work. In any case, okay then, let's keep going.
Yes.
I guess he just figured it was out of her power, but didn't. Wanted to make sure. But yeah, that's a way that the World Rings differ from the Chaos Emeralds. There aren't bonus stages for them. And it's not so much you get an alternate ending, so much as you just don't get the ending until you get them all. Which, yeah, that is a usual Sonic thing. You have the bad or normal ending, and the good or true ending.
Yeah, but it's no ordinary castle. Whoa.
I love automatons.
I've never seen a spirit get that big.
Forgot to say, you guys ready to rock the place? This song was basically a meme the first time, like when this first came out.
Maybe we can hypnotize
But it is pretty great. It's just got that voice going on and on. But yeah, Amy actually, like, I pointed out, she started getting, like, annoyingly unchill throughout certain games without being around Sonic at all, and she was, like, had a moment where it was... she was decent in Rush. Still a little concerning. We're much later with Riders and just, especially Zero Gravity, she, like, after a little teasing, was like,
Strike the creature in the head from someplace higher up.
just join them, like, seriously. And Sonic was really, like, just accepting her presence because she wasn't being
Move the wheel
that
remote
weird.
forward quickly.
They didn't do it enough.
And you can break free.
Oh. There we go.
Speed break!
There's a second ability other than Speed Break we'll get after this stage that I'm avoiding using because it's plot. I will stop streaming, probably. No, maybe not. I haven't decided. When I run out of Sonic games, Pokemon is probably one of the things I will definitely not do. Because that's just more one that I prefer to play on my own. I wouldn't have anything to talk about. Blew myself up. But once I finish my run of Sonic Frontiers, well, there's always waiting for another Sonic game. And I guess there are some additional things I could play. That give more story insight, maybe. Actually, the thing that I was specifically considering was a little, like, side... I gave a little name to it for, like, some side non-story Sonic streams, called It Doesn't Matter How Fast, which would probably primarily be me working on speedrun stuff, and just, like, exploring speedrun techniques for my own fun, just have a chill time doing that. I could also do stuff like, a run through Sonic Free Air as Amy to explore that with you guys. We could do Big the Cat's mission mode in Sonic Adventure DX. We could do whatever, like... Whew, that was fast. I mean, most ideally, I will be playing it... The earliest I can play Frontier on here, given the scheduling I have for these games, would be literally the day after it releases. So that would be ideal to play it live. But like that's... I was rewatching the very first one of these I did, and Sonic Frontiers comes up in that, because naturally that's about when it was announced. And my promise in that was, like, stick with me through this and we'll figure out the story in preparation for that. So that's sort of what this has been leading up to the whole time. It's for us to explore Sonic Frontiers together. And that's, you know, if it's a bad game, we can find that out together. If it's a good game, we can find that out together. Oh, this part's giving me a weird amount of trouble. Yeah, I mean, Frontiers isn't, or Sonic Forces isn't good, but I'm sure that'll be an entertaining stream. We can chalk this up to Shara's power narratively, but notice when I don't have, like, a time limit, I can die as much as I want. And I don't get punished for it. I just lose my rings.
You can use a homing attack on that machine.
I mean, as far as gameplay goes, Sonic Forces is mediocre. But it's very playable. I can say that's more than I can say about some other ones we've already played. Narratively, it's a piece of shit. And that's what we're here about. I am skipping Sonic Boom. Because that's a different timeline entirely. Unless you subscribe to, like, a niche theory that is probably wrong I have floating in my head that it is actually the future. Like, after Eggman has settled down to just being like, I'm gonna just try and destroy Sonic as a hobby or something. So if we were gonna do Sonic Boom, I would want to do a watch party of the show. Also, I was thinking about this because I completely forgot that, like, Sonic Boom was games and not just a show recently, when, like, Matt brought it up to me.
It's him! What's he doing here?
He's calling more spirits!
Spirits?
Come forth from the fiery depths of Jahannam, ye condemned by Iblis, he's afraid.
That's...
It's a djinn that controls fire! It's called an Ifrit!
This is funny.
I have already carved up half of the pages that make up this world.
Then why do you need to call forth a creature like that?
I've decided to let the Ifrit burn whatever pages remain in the book. You, blue rat, have you gathered the 7 rings yet?
And enough of that rat stuff! Seriously, I'm a hedgehog! Hedgehog!
All you filthy vermin are worthless just the same. At any rate, you'd better hurry it up.
Dang!
With only half of the flame left, only half of your life force remains!
Wait! Hey, you! Get out of our way! What the? That didn't work?
It's no use, Sonic! Your life is tied to the flame! You cannot fight fire with fire!
Oh yeah? Just watch me! Oh, this does not look good! Shara, lend me your power! Time break!
Chaos
Sorry,
Control.
but we've got to run! Don't worry, I'm sure we'll get the chance to play again real soon!
It's sort of Chaos Control. Sonic also slows down, but his precision stays. But that is actually exactly why it's funny. No, I don't go here yet. I need to go to Alibaba for advice. But, yeah. An Ifrit condemned by Iblis? Like, we have an Iblis, and we have an Ifrit in this series already. An Ifrit that looks very different from that, because it is a fire dragon and not a mechanical golem made of lava.
3, 2,
So it, like, just brings to mind how much, like, they started playing around with the same concepts between different games, but, like, doing them differently for a bit here in this time period. Looking at this in Rivals 2 and 06, and Riders Zero Gravity with the Babylon Rogues, who are supposedly Genie descendant. Also, this is Uhu, the Genie of the Wind. I am racing him. But yes, I did forget that Sonic Boom was games, and in this I realized I don't know what the plot of any Sonic Boom game is. I have only ever interfaced with how its gameplay works. So I don't know, Rise of Lyric might have a good story.
Then we escape back here.
Well, let's see. My friend Sinbad might be able to share some of his worldly knowledge with you.
So, where is he?
Well, according to rumor, he was fighting some pirates when he was taken away by the roof.
The roof?
It's a giant bird. Well, not exactly a bird. It's more like a living fossil.
Huh. Well, okay. So then where is this, bird thing?
I think the roof locks someplace out in the skies to the west.
The skies, huh? Okay.
You know it.
Shara!
Oh, Master, what is thy wish?
We need that magic carpet. We've got ourselves a roof to track down.
Why wouldn't we find the person that Knuckles is taking the role of on a floating thing in the sky? Yeah. My thing about Sonic Boom is that the first one was a action-adventure beat-em-up game with, like, Sonic-type design shoved into it, and basically my thought on that is it should have just been a Burning Rangers reboot, which was already Sega's action-adventure beat-em-up.
Man, this wind is strong! It's blowing me back!
Forward, bud. As for the 3DS titles, which were side-scrolling platformers, I felt like I was playing a Rayman game, not a Sonic game. And like, that may be good for some people. It felt weird for me. Oops.
The wind speed here is incredible. Be careful, Sonic.
As you can see, these rooks are not quite birds. They're more like manta rays. So that's cool. Also, this song is the only one that doesn't have lyrics in it, but it might be one of my favorites.
Okay.
What is SOTC? I feel like I should know this. That one had spikes. We didn't want to wait for that. Oh, right. Shadow of the Colossus.
Sonic.
Those guys were no sweat. Maybe
Is there
we
a
should
tree?
go down here. Look out below! Man, this Sinbad must really be someone special.
Of course. He's one of this world's heroes.
Gee- This wind, I tell ya.
Watch out for those spikes, Sonic.
Hey, that stone statue just moved.
If you get turned to stone, move the Wii remote forward and backward to break free.
You're not getting away. Speed
After him. When your soul gauge has power, press the
Uh,
pulse control
yeah.
button up and release.
Let's do it.
So since we're talking about Knuckles and floating islands right now, and getting hit by missiles, I was trying to think about the stages in Rivals, because they're on Onyx Island, which was Angel Island, and try to compare them to, like, the zones in Sonic 3, those areas, or in Sonic Adventure. And, like, honestly, like, the first stage, I can't remember what it's called. Something about to do with falls. It's very much a generic-looking area, but the jungly area it goes into really actually reminds me of Mushroom Hill. So I started looking at the other stages. Gladiator Coliseum, I think, is one of them. No, Coliseum Highway is what it's called. Crystal Mountain, Sky Park, that's the carnival. Death Yard, and that would make 5. There's 5 before you go to space to Meteor Base.
Are you okay, Sonic?
Just leave it to me.
And the one that really strikes me is if this place is supposed to be Angel Island, Coliseum Highway has these giant gladiator statues and stuff. Which seems weird to be new. Like, the actual area itself has kind of like a Marble Garden style feel to it, but what is up with those very much Greek-inspired things? Actually, like, there's a whole lot of, like, Greece-inspired architecture in, like, that era of stuff, I realize. Because not only is Unleashed gonna have a Patos for us, which is very much like between Spain and Greece in design, but that place looks just like Water Palace in Sonic Rush, as well as Blue Coast. Blue Coast just looks like Water Palace in Sonic Rush.
Let's go, Shara.
Sky Park. The weird thing about this place is it looks nothing like Carnival Night. It is like a wooden carnival in the sky. It's almost like it was built over the remains of Sky Sanctuary. Which I don't know why that would follow with the rest of the island. Crystal Mountain is an icy mountain. We know what that is. And then Death Yard is the most interesting one, because it is this, like, dilapidated manufacturing plant. It's like a really... It's full of giant gears and stuff, and also has a bunch of, like, blue toxic liquid that is... It's basically Phazon from Metroid Prime. This isn't the first time we've seen that kind of stuff, though. We haven't seen it on stream. It was in Gun Fortress and Sonic in Shadow the Hedgehog. They just randomly, underground there, had these pits of Phazon. Which, like, it's funny that this is a thing in Sonic. This Metroid-ass concept. The wind. I don't know what to take up from all of this. Again, I'm still unsure about, like, the floating island status of Angel Island at this point. So is Knuckles. Hey, look! Is that Knuckles? Sub Emgrok.
Hey, Knuckles! How'd you get here?
I am Sinbad of the Seven Seas, adventurer of adventurers. Who the heck are you?
Oh, Sinbad, it truly is you, the great adventurer. Would you be willing to give us some of your worldly wisdom?
Hey, Miss,
Shara.
Shara. Listen, I hate to break it to you, but I'm kind of stuck here. You're the ones who should be helping me.
I feel a strong magical force here. It must be the work of the Eraser Djinn. Which means, if we can break the spell, we can undo this lock.
Now you're talking. That's the ticket, Shara.
Come on, Shara. Let's just leave him there.
Hey, listen, Hedgehog. Life's a game of give and take, see? You help me get out of here, and in return, I'll help you out later. Not a bad deal, huh?
Wisdom? Knuckles? Ah, never mind. Come on, let's find that key.
Sonic wants to join their LARP session, but he doesn't want to LARP as anything, so he just plays as himself. And everyone's like, hey, stop calling me my name. I'm Sinbad. Alright, let's open Sinbad's cage. And, I guess I should start at least summarizing Black Knight's story before I start actually, like, roasting it.
2, 1.
Don't
So,
worry, Sinbad. We'll
as you could-
rescue
Yeah, any day now, thanks.
Oh, come on.
They say a lot of stuff, huh?
Let's get started.
Good luck, Sonic.
Actually, before I start doing that, I keep equipping different rings, and you'll notice
The
that
device to break the seal should be atop this tower.
particular abilities keep changing.
Let's get that taken care of.
Namely, if I dash, if I slide,
Yahoo!
if I go downward, everything has fire now.
Should I pull this lever?
If I backstep, there's fire too. So, like, you just get a bunch of abilities that make it so all of your abilities will attack things instead of hurting you. If you hit stuff with that.
Now we need to find the next switch.
Oh well, guess we get to have a little more fun.
Fun? Is that what all this is to you? Look out, Sonic!
The most necessary ability to me is the one where after I do any kind of jump, and I don't, like, do a dash cancel, I get a speed boost. Ah, I nailed that one. Swing. You do this stuff, the way you homing attack in the first place. I didn't finish saying the actual controls. You move the Wiimote forward in like a shake fashion to do the homing attack. That's also how you make these swing, and it's very weird. I have shaking in its entirely mapped to the Z button, or the C-pad, which is the Z-axis, according to my computer setup for it. Trying to figure out this mapping without setting it to sideways Wiimote control is very weird.
Whoa! They're over here too?
Speed brake and time brake are up and down on the D-pad, which is how I have to navigate menus. So how do these controls translate to Sonic and the Black Knight? None of the ways we would want them to. So, much like how I have the GameCube controllers
If we could stop the sand from
Analog
falling,
stick.
we could walk on it.
doing left and right, and backwards to go backwards. That's pretty much exactly how it works, because you add the nunchuck to, let me do something. You add the nunchuck to Black Knight for it to work. You're not just the Wii mode. So you have an analog stick. And they mapped the motion controls right to it in the same exact functional way. Instead of giving us, like, I don't know, free movement, like in either of the Sonic Adventure games. Because what they needed to designate all of the Wii motion controls to is the addition of a sword. Sounds cool in concept. You shake that when you to do a homing attack, when you're in the midair, so that you can actually damage those enemies. Or if you're on the ground. Come on. No? This is so finicky. Come on. Basically, it plays the exact same way, and that's part of the problem. Black Knight is the second storybook game, and the last one of the trilogy, even though it's the second. I went the wrong way. And it takes place in the land of Arthurian legends, with King Arthur's court. The game starts off with the granddaughter of Merlin, Merlina, being chased by what seems to be a corrupt version of King Arthur as the Black Knight. I went the wrong way again. And she summons a swift hero to this world to help her, which happens to be Sonic, who was in the middle of getting chili dogs for a date with Amy. That's actually related to something in Unleashed, which I'll point out when we get to that. Or at least that's what I believe it to be. So he's thrown into the world of King Arthur, having to fight and defend Merlina from a bunch of underworld, like, knights of sorts.
Whew, okay, so about the fire genie then. Why not just try splashing some water on him?
Wow, the wisdom of Sinbad of the Seven Seas, the adventurer of adventurers.
Hey, I don't see you coming up with any better ideas.
Stop it! The problem is, how are we going to get enough water to put out a fire genie, right?
Oh, I was getting to that. You see, the pirates who locked me up here took the water blue ring I used to control storms.
A water blue
Ring.
First a fire genie and now pirates, huh? The Arabian Nights really are worlds of endless adventures, aren't they?
Yeah. So we have to go find pirates. Before we do that, which one am I doing? This one. So this Black Knight is using the scabbard of Excalibur to maintain immortality of some sort. Or at the very least, can't be defeated for this reason, because he just heals himself.
That's right! I think I remember reading about that.
Try going Watch out for the balls with spikes on them, Sonic.
So this is basically an evil King Arthur in this. And Lancelot, Gawain, and Percival are still following him loyally, and are sent to go after Sonic and Merlina to destroy them on sight. What's going on? Okay. I can't do any controls on this thin strip right here. In the same theming as this, Lancelot is portrayed by Shadow the Hedgehog. Gawain is portrayed by Knuckles. And Percival is portrayed by Blaze. So I did kinda lie when I said that Blaze has yet to be playable again. But to be fair, she is not playable again in any game that I want to play again. So, it's not entirely a lie. It's just I forgot. Because it's not relevant. Merlina takes Sonic to pull out Caliburn, while... I forgot, my goal here is to defeat enemies. I've just been passing through them. There it is. Good thing they all respawn with each lap. While this Dark Knight has the Scabbard of Excalibur, given to them by the Lady of the Lake, Nimue, or Nimue, as it's pronounced in the game. I don't know how it's supposed to be. He doesn't have... his sword isn't Excalibur. And Sonic pulls out, in this form, Caliburn. I'm pretty sure they're the same sword in actual Arthurian legend. I thought they weren't. I thought one was the sword the Lady of the Lake gave, and I thought that was separate from the sword in the stone. So Sonic pulls Caliburn out of the stone. He goes to a blacksmith to get it sharpened up. The blacksmith is Tails, so that's fun. Oh yeah, you gotta catch it live, boy! We're smashing genies! We missed. This game music did rule. And this game is also way better than the one I am explaining the plot of right now. I am explaining Black Knight's plot. Where was I with that? Sonic gets Caliburn. I have to, though. I have to explain why it sucks. Caliburn is a talking sword. And this is when Sonic gets a sword. Which, since Matt is sharing my pain with bringing this up, I need to specify one reason why this game is so offensive to me before we really get into it.
Evil spirits, is there?
After this cutscene.
That's...
It must be another one of the 7 world rings.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. All right. Just touching it makes me feel like I've got a whirlpool of emotion spiraling around inside me. I can't even begin to imagine what having all 7 rings would do to someone. It might even open the gates of hell.
Okay, son.
Sonic. Here.
Huh?
I want you to hold on to this.
He's not wrong.
Okay. What is it?
If nothing else we do is able to stop him, this will be our final resort.
I don't remember what this
Shara?
thing is
I
at all.
cannot use it by myself.
Yeah, like, we might as well just, like, get into it that way, since since we're here. The promise of Sonic and Chara? No, but she has an evil history. Same character, basically. Chara and Merlina. But that's a little bit spoilers on both games currently. The thing about Sonic and the Black Knight is it so much had the potential to be one of the best Sonic games. Like, Sonic with a sword is an amazing concept. The promises of how the game played were lies. It was expected to play with, you know, a joypad, and then not like remapped motion controls on a on-rails level. And like with the sword to that, like we just came off of Sonic Unleashed, which had a good battle system and good level design. But that's also two different teams were working on these. I missed. Here's the thing. This game was so bad. It did. It came out roughly 5 months after Unleashed, but the thing is they were two different teams. And it wasn't even the same team as this one. A good handful of the game designers from this game went on to Unleashed and didn't work on Sonic and the Black Knight. So, but like, that's how they were getting these games out this time. They learned their lesson from Yuji Naka quitting. Have completely separate teams do them, like they've been doing with Rush and Rivals. And Sonic Retro hasn't updated the gameplay section from before it came out. That's how bad this is. So you still have a list of the false promises that we were looking forward to there. Like, we were expecting it to function, and it just didn't. It played worse than this game. But, like, it's Sonic and Arthurian Legend. The music fucking rips. It's so good. It's frustratingly good. And just, the biggest part of it is on top of putting this game's base mechanics on it, and them just working worse, the sword fighting they added to it doesn't work. Like, it just flat out doesn't work, especially in the one-on-one duels you have with Lancelot, Gawain, and Percival. It's just luck if you beat things. You just slap it around. Like, people complain about Skyward Sword's Wii Motion Plus not functioning. This makes that look good. That's how badly the sword fighting in Black Knight works. And I was looking so forward to it. Like, I beat it. I played through the entire thing. I suffered through that. The story's good. It's really cool. So, like, Sonic gets the talking sword Caliburn. Did I open this gate? I didn't. He takes it to a local blacksmith. That's Tails. And Nimue, the Lady of the Lake, who is portrayed in this as Amy, sends Sonic on 3 missions. One is to free the innocents that the Black Knight has imprisoned. One is to show compassion to people in need and help them. And the last one is to destroy the underworld knights that the Black Knight has summoned. And along the way, he encounters Lancelot, Gawain, and Percival. who he needs to collect their swords to, what was it? Using Alundite, whatever the heck Billowayne's and whatever the heck Percival's swords are called. Oh, okay. With the power of those swords combined with Caliburn... Well, not combined with Caliburn, just those swords, actually. He makes a circle with them. He can stop the recovery powers of the Scabbard of Excalibur. So he can thus defeat the Black Knight using that. And so, like, he does that. Sonic defeats the Black Knight, and it disappears in a puff of smoke, much like the Underworld Knights that he has been fighting along the way. The Underworld Knights are basically like these Jinn that I'm fighting right here. They're the equivalent, and the problem is you can't hurt them without a sword. So that's why Sonic needed Caliburn to boost his homing attacks. So, like, there's a completely reason... Like, they justify the sword narratively, too. The only problem with this game is how it plays. So this is where the story twist happens. The Black Knight was a false King Arthur created by Merlin. Sending the kingdom to evil, basically. So, wanting to stop that seems like a noble idea for Merlina, because she wants to undo her grandfather's mistake. She doesn't want to stop there, though. She turns on Sonic, and uses the scabbard to basically create, like, a realm where she can suck the kingdom into and keep it frozen in time so that it lasts eternal.
There they are!
They must have the ring that lets them control the power of storms.
Shoot first and ask questions later, huh? That's pirates for you.
Come on, let's just hurry.
All right, fine. Let's do it.
These stories might as well be canon, because they're completely side stories that don't affect anything in, like, the real world, but Sonic helping, in this one at least, prevents something being unleashed into the real world. Which is why this one can actually be very much connected to the canon, which is why I was actually trying to, like... They are very much like Kirby plots. I was trying to connect this one to Riders with the Babylon Rogues being descendant from genies, that perhaps, like, they just gave him this ring, and it had an actual genie in it. And while he's just freshening up on a good book, which he was inspired to read because of the encounters in that game, turns out the book was enchanted. Like, why not? That sounds fine. It's not really out of reasonability with these games. I don't have a Switch. And Black Knight's really just like... I guess it's like an alternate dimension, which we have so many alternate dimensions at this point. So, like, why not? So yeah, I want to play Forgotten Land. I don't have the ability. So Merlina betrays everyone, and Sonic, Lancelot, Gawain, and Percival have to escape the castle before they get destroyed. And those three are about to give up, but Sonic's like, hey, aren't you guys knights? There's more than just serving a king. And Nimue appears to be like, that's right, here's how we can win. She tells Sonic and the Knights of the Round a plan they can use to create a barrier across the kingdom to prevent it from being destroyed. It's technically being destroyed even though it's being preserved by Merlina. There are 4 altars they bring each of their swords to. And this is the point where you get to play as all 4 of these characters, whoever you want to choose. So it's great. You can play as Shadow, Knuckles, Blaze, or Sonic with swords. It should be great. It's not great. Pirates. The spirits combine to make Davy Jones.
Someone's looking for a duel.
Sonic!
This should be interesting. Come on, let's have some fun.
It's not really Davy Jones, but it is Davy Jones-esque. It's actually much more grotesque. Much like the multi-eyed scorpion, this is a sort of, like, warning. This thing is gross. Captain Beamuff. Well, that sounds delicious. I'm gonna make some chicken tonight, but I don't know how I'm gonna make it yet. I'll make some potatoes with it. Probably finish off the broccoli in there. This music is very good, though, for as gross as this thing is.
Oh, now I don't know which one the pirate is.
Yeah, like, the stories are fun.
There must be something you can do.
That's part of why I like this. Like, it's a very unique take for a Sonic game, and it's a creative take on Arabian Nights. I have to pull this thing's horns out of it, and it's gross.
Yes! Keep going!
It does look like Davy Jones a bit. Oh, I missed. It's awful. Good thing I can... Okay, listen, game, forward. Hit him. No! Okay. That doesn't actually do damage, but it does disable it. I don't know what crabs you're eating. I mean, I like blue crab, but... that's not the vibe I get from this guy. Alright, I got the right horn. I want to loosen both of these before I pull them out all the way. If I don't jump off there, I get electrocuted. I think that's pretty clear, actually. But, you know, just to clarify. I hate this. The worst part is, too, if I don't, like, beat this thing... If I, like... Okay, I dodged it. That wave is hard to dodge. If you don't, like... If you fall in the water, or if you get hit with no rings, or anything like that, you have to do all of these horns again. It's awful.
Just one horn left. Time to finish this thing off.
It's not over yet, Sonic. Stay sharp.
Oop. So the Knights of the Round and Sonic create a barrier across the land. Okay. And that allows That also allows Sonic to confront her. What just happened? I've never seen that before. What? Oh. Alright, bitch. What? What? What is going on? Let me... Okay. I had to retry this thing so many times the other night. I'm sorry about my frame rate. I can't, like... I'm running full speed here. So that might be my internet. I didn't drop any frames. So here's the thing. This game runs natively at 30 frames per second. There is a code I can activate that will make it run at 60, but it will...
Of the 7 rings. The water blue ring.
It'll cause certain stages to lag
Can't
ferociously,
touch the ring.
and one of them
Looks
is
like
necessary.
I'm the only one that can touch them. I bet you it's because I'm not from this world. Does that mean these rings aren't from this world either?
So I did just kind of... Like, my actual frame rate didn't drop.
Sonic.
It's just the game looked
This
bad at
has
that
to be
point.
the ring that Sinbad was telling us about before. Now, let's go back and defeat that, whatchamacallit?
The Ifrit. The great spirit of fire.
There's smoke coming from the castle. It looks like the Ifrit's power to burn the world away is getting stronger.
Okay, I'm ready. I hope you're ready for this, Genie.
The meanie. Is there anything I have to do other than... I just have to beat the boss. So... I've been just equipping these rings, but there's a whole list of skills, and I have plenty of points to add more to, even if it is kind of early to be doing it for this. But this is the kind of thing, like you have these quick slide, quick jump, balance. These all increase stability. Soul armor. Like they make this game run so much smoother. Okay. That seems good. Add the ring bonus, because why not? See, the thing I'd say to that is that while Sonic games have ones that dip below in quality, they have ones that far exceed Mario in quality. Like this is to tend to something that Deneb said my first stream, when I was criticizing Sonic's physics. Mario 1's physics kinda fucking sucked. Like, they were on par with each other. Like, you play the remade versions, and it's like, hey, this is a way playable game. But it's like... They're not perfect games, Mario games. There are some really good ones. And they stay, like, average to above average, at least, sometimes. Even Mario 64, it's like... Those controls are a little weird. It's just... The level design is fucking genius. Yeah, like, that's the thing, like, they all do something different that's, like, revolutionary. Like, both Mario and Sonic. And this is another thing I was actually thinking about just last night, because I remember someone was complaining about, like, how Sega would always find a formula that works and people like in Sonic and then do something different. That's literally the point. Any game that that Yuji Naka and or Naoto Oshima were a part of, they never did the same game twice. They were always trying something new. And like sometimes that flopped, like Sonic Heroes. Sometimes it ended up something really good that everyone liked. Like they weren't just going to do Sonic 3 and Knuckles again and again, like Sonic Mania actually kind of tries to do. Because that would just play Sonic 3 and Knuckles again. Take it from me, who that's the game I've replayed the most amount of times. I just do that. I play Sonic Adventure a lot of times because I didn't play DX, I played the Dreamcast version. Heck yeah, golden medal. It's, there's always something different. And Mario games do that too. Like, less so in more modern times, which I can also say the same for Sonic. Because, like, with the new Super Mario Bros., like, the first one was actually really cool. Same with this new Super Mario Land. Or Mario Land 3D.
What the?
Then, like, the next few...
What is this thing? Is something about to hatch?
I can hear something like a heartbeat.
Shara? I think that might be some sort of time bomb.
It's beating faster.
Oh no! This can't be good! We've got to get out of here! This thing has to explode out in the open!
You're right.
It does look like an egg. Eggs come in different forms. With the new Mario games, it sort of felt like they decided to just, like, keep sufficient level design while adding in new stuff that makes things different, and, like, I felt like those games kind of flopped a little after the first one. Mario 3D Land and 3D World are both two of my favorite Mario games of all time, contrary to that. I mean, I also loved Mario Sunshine. Like,
2, 1.
more than Galaxy.
Hurry! We have to get out of here.
Let's go, Shara!
I like that. Mario Sunshine is a perfect example of how Mario games also try something new every time. Or it did until, like, the early 2010s. That's also, like, that's gonna be one of my issues coming back to Generations. Because Generations is literally built on the idea of doing the same thing again. It's just we do it in two different ways. I haven't gotten to play Odyssey yet, but it looks good. I think I played a little bit of it, but, like, you know, Switch problems. What was I talking about with Sonic? Oh, there's a grind rail there. This is an example of definitely trying something new. And for, like, a new console with new features. Like, so this is right in line with the whole Sonic mentality of design. And that maybe that's part of what's so frustrating about... I don't know, like... They could have just made Black Knight play, like, Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Adventure 1 so that they could focus on making the sword play work. And the thing is, that's sort of what they promised. Before, but, like, I've talked about what happened with Heroes and 06 that made things go wrong. I have insight on what went wrong with the Wii version of Unleashed, which we aren't going to play. We're going to play the HD version.
Come on! We're almost there!
I don't know what happened with Black Knight.
Hey, look at this!
Is that what I think it is?
Yep, another one of the 7 world rings.
I wonder if it was inside the Ifrit this whole time.
I feel rage. All that rage must have been sealed up inside of him.
Rage?
These rings must somehow seal in various emotions, too. The power of rage. So then what's next?
Let's go meet with King Solomon. King Solomon is the one who sealed away the evil spirits long ago. These strange occurrences must connect back to him somehow.
Okay, then. Off to our next adventure.
Okay. So we... Skeleton Dome and then the Lost Palace. That's... We have an hour to do that before... I mean, we got like an hour, hour and a half, whatever. I don't know what happened with Black Knight for it to turn out what it was. Like, with what they promised, I guess they were gonna just cut corners from the start. Maybe it was a matter of, like, half of this game's designers went to Unleashed. The main version of Unleashed.
3, 2,
It's the biggest
Snow?
disappointment.
No, it's something else.
Ew. It's dust. It's bone dust.
These bones are giving me
Probably use them to climb up.
So, actually, before I, like, finish up with... Nailed it. Before I finish up with the Black Knight plot, I do kind of want to, like... I've been thinking about Sonic's actual rivals. I like, kind of want to, like, look into those further, because Black Knight does, like... give Sonic's... some of Sonic's biggest rivals
very sturdy.
a role in the story as someone to fight. These bones are loud. Alright, let's go.
These are huge. There must be something up there.
Wanna try checking it out?
I hope I didn't try anything out. Like, I guess with the chronology that we've established here, his first, like, not just a villain, not just a friend, rival, that's Knuckles. So, like, definitely he deserves that spot. Then we have Metal Sonic, who is, like, specifically designed in canon, out of canon, to be a rival for Sonic. A mimic, frankly. Who do we have next? I guess we don't have another one until Shadow, who is just a whole bunch of fun, faded nonsense when it comes to Sonic. Destined for the same thing, basically, with the same abilities. This part is tricky. I'm not surprised by my performance here. You have to really wait for the right thing. What else is alright? Chronologically speaking, Blaze is sort of a rival. She's funny because, like, she's a rival for just, like, the majority of that first game. Sort of in the same way Knuckles is, but after they fight, I guess also sort of in the same way Knuckles is, she's willing to be Sonic's friend, like, even more so than Knuckles, because Knuckles still, like, they still butt heads, Sonic and Knuckles. That's their thing. But it's like, we're friends, and we do shit together. So I don't actually know if I should include Blaze among Sonic's actual rivals. Jet is definitely a rival, but he's a rival in a very specific field. Maybe if I stop talking, I'll be able to beat this. I just pressed the wrong button that time. Jet's specifically a rival for Extreme Gear Racing. Not even any other racing. He's not in, like, Team Sonic Racing. He's on boards or nothing else. Oh, that's such a small window. I didn't have this much trouble before. I can't even, like, stop there. It's... You gotta do this now. Okay. You're at a checkpoint. Good thing, right? The funniest rival I realize, whoa, is Silver. Oop. Hello there, skeletons. Silver never, like, I don't think even in 06, but that's not canon. In Rivals, Silver never actually becomes Sonic's friend. And he is way more Shadow's rival, but he still counts as one of Sonic's rivals. Like, at the end of Rivals 1, Silver says, this world should be safe with that blue and black hedgehog on there, on duty. So, like, he I guess you could say respects, but at least acknowledges Sonic's abilities. But he has never had, like, a friendly interaction with Sonic until Generations. And that one's very brief. He just comes to his birthday party. I guess, actually, I'm going to show you the characters showing up in colors. That's a special DS factor. So they act like friends in that. But it's actually very weird now that I've thought about this. Alright, let's just move. That Sonic and Silver are even, like, friendly in that. Like, Silver's better friends with Espio and Knuckles than he is with Sonic. And then he's just like... He literally has a Sonic and Knuckles style rivalry with Shadow, which is funny because I thought it would be neat if Blaze had a rival like that with Shadow. Just like trying to find someone for Blaze to interact with more. And Silver already took that. There's a multiplayer in Black Knight, and you do have more characters you can play as in that, including Silver. There are also different Knights of the Round in that. I think Silver's Galahad, which is funny because I'm pretty sure Galahad is Lancelot's illegitimate son with Guinevere. Shadow is Lancelot. I don't know who any of the other characters are. I already established Tails is the blacksmith, Amy's Nimue. Forward.
Something about the eyes in this skull.
Thanks for the help, mister.
Ooh. Yummy. But yeah, got a bit before we hit Solomon.
Some kind of arena.
No, I'll wait until after this upcoming cutscene to actually finish off Black Knight. I just think who they make Sonic's rival is very funny sometimes. Like, he definitely has friends,
King Solomon should
enemies, and rivals. And there's very little overlap sometimes.
Just made it.
Such thing as an arrow.
Oh boy. Why am I getting new missions?
It looks like we might be a little late.
I should say so.
Whoa!
King Solomon?
Indeed. I am the great and powerful King Solomon.
If you say so.
Don't think I'm happy looking this way either. The Eraser Jinn did this to me. He resurrected the 40 thieves as evil spirits and sent them to attack me here.
And that's how you ended up like that?
Precisely, my dear. And that being the case, could I ask you a favor? Might I beseech you to track down the rest of my body? I'd also be grateful if you could do something about the 40 thieves as well.
Ha! No problem.
I'm pretty sure that's Eraser's voice, and they just gave him that. We'll beat up some 40 Thieves Thirst. 40 Thieves Thirst, yes. And again, I'm pretty sure the Black Knight's voice is Eraser Jin's as well, so they just kept giving this guy roles. It's wild.
All right, time to rumble.
Okay.
Don't get too careless.
I'll get careless if I want to. It's actually kind of a fun technical level.
Next switch.
You have to activate these 5 switches, and then the skeletons revive, so that you can destroy them.
Wow, this place is huge.
So this is why they call it the Skeleton Dome.
And I missed that enemy. Oop. Good job. Give me a ring. Where are you sending me? Imagine it playing like this when it doesn't have to.
Okay, next switch.
Next. Wow, this place is huge.
I missed again.
So this is why they call it the Skeleton Dome.
The skeleton. Oh, messed that one up. So after they form a barrier, to protect Camelot from being sent to wherever Merlina's trying to do. Sonic is able to confront her and learn her plan. And the reason she's doing all of this is because she knows how the story ends in Arthurian legend. The betrayal between the Knights of the Round and the, I believe it, like the death of King Arthur to Mordred's hands. And she doesn't want it to happen. She wants it to last forever. Did that just reset the entire level? That's okay. I'll give it one more shot.
Okay, next switch.
Next.
And apparently the way that Merlin tried to handle this with the false Black King Arthur he made with the Black Knight
So this is
was he made an eternal King Arthur that should last forever. But it turned corrupted and, you know, started imprisoning its citizens and summoning underworld minions. That's no good. Can I just, like, jump into this? No. Yes. And Merlina reveals herself to be a powerful sorceress now with the scabbard of Excalibur. However, with the power of the other knight's swords, Sonic is Caliburn is able to turn into a full-fledged Excalibur, and
Wow, this place is huge.
So this is why they call it the skeleton.
and Sonic gets a super transformation to become Excalibur Sonic. Which is, I guess, what we're calling it. King Sonic? Whatever.
Speed break.
And the battle, like... I don't know what to say about it. The battle itself is fine. Like, it plays as you would expect. It suffers from the sword issues that the rest of the game does. But, like, almost, like, making up for it entirely
Wow,
is
this place is huge.
that the music...
So this is why they call it the
The
skeleton.
music fucking rips during this battle. Like, it's a song called With Me. I forget who the artists are. I'm gonna play it at the start next week anyway. And it's such a fucking jam. It's better than the Crush 40 version of it, which there is one too. I might look for a mashup of the two.
Hey, look at this.
It's a white ring. One of the 7, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely one of the world rings. It feels like light. To think this little thing could cause so much trouble.
You mean the ring?
Such great power can bring people either happiness or misfortune.
There are many such stories told of in the Arabian Nights.
For instance, this ring seems to be filled with desire. That could mean aspiration,
Okay.
or maybe it could be greed and ambition. Just what does Eraser want by collecting all of these rings?
You know, like, Sonic gets really philosophical and introspective with each of these rings, and it's not something I ever really picked up on initially. Hearing Jason Griffith voice these lines, it's just really weird and jarring. I don't know. I played this game originally in Japanese, because, like, why would I put 4 kids' voices on? This is why I'm having such an issue with Eraser Jim's voice. Give me the juice, boys. Wow. We got this giant femur, which is clearly a bone for King Solomon. Like, this... Between this game, and like, Unleashed, and Black Knight, there's some really good Sonic soundtracks happening at this time period. Like, that's nothing new, but, like, for as much as I love the other soundtracks, I would dare say these are some of the best ones. This, at least from its, like, uniqueness. Black Knight's soundtrack is so good. That was a Jun Senoi-led one, while this one was, I think, Kenichi Tokoi-led. Kenichi Tokoi and Fumie Kumatani, they got back together with Tomio Otani and, like, Mariko Namba. Like, all of the main composers we've been seeing for a bit for Unleashed. Meanwhile, for Black Knight, it was Jun Senoi, Richard Jacks, who's come up with it a few times. They got Howard Drossen back for some. Yutaka Mirobe was in on it, like I've mentioned him before. And they got Tommy Tarico, who other people know more about him than I do. But his tracks do not sleep. It is such a good soundtrack that it's frustrating. I don't want to be here. I guess I gotta be here.
Oh no!
Yeah, here's the thing, I don't think King Solomon's supposed to be any Sonic character. And that's why it's such a weird depiction. They just gave him Eraser Jin's voice, and like, there is not a single character, dead or otherwise, in this series that I could try and justify. Like, he looks nothing like Gerald. In the same sense of with me that I plan on playing, I will probably just until, like, Generations be playing Black Knight music before each stream, because there's so many good tracks. I just, like, I'm not gonna have to think about it otherwise. Nice slide.
And many such spirits were driven to madness. It is my fault that they became the minions of the Eraser Jin. However, by carving up the words that make up our world, new spirits have also appeared. His power is nearly godlike.
Godlike, huh? Well, that's a problem then.
Even so,
Where's a beard like
supernatural
this?
beings like the Eraser Jin always have weak points that are told of in stories.
Huh?
In truth, he is a genie of the lamp. Somehow, though, he has escaped. If we had the lamp he belongs to, it could be possible to seal him away again. Forever.
Lamp, huh?
There is one problem, though. Returning the lost stories to their original state requires greater power than we have. It would take a miracle.
Leave it to me. That's why I'm here, after all.
I see. So then you are the legendary Blue Hedgehog. A great curse has been placed upon you. I can see in your eyes the grim fate that awaits you.
Hey, quit staring. You're giving me the creeps.
I'm a bit hesitant to put this upon you, but I will tell you this. You can find the Eraser Jin in his palace up in the sky. Show me that your part of this legend can come true.
thanks. Now it's time I make a legend for myself then.
Hold the white world ring up to the palace gates, and they will open.
Okay, thanks for your help.
I would love to see
sense
that.
Death approaching.
Death. Isn't King Solomon the guy who suggested to split a baby in half? Also, we're at where we've caught up to where I am on this replay, so I have to figure out what side stuff I have to play to reach the Sky Palace. So let's just start playing these. Yeah, he needed one more wife, and then he would have one wife per night for all of Arabian Nights. That's how it works, right? That's how marriage works? I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
Interesting. Was he real? Yeah, I'll bet. But was he real? That's what I'm curious about. You're in the Skeleton Dome for sure right now. Alright. Am I supposed to be achieving anything here? I guess I achieved it. I didn't finish what I was saying about the, final battle in Black Knight. Let's make sure there's no cutscene here. Ooh, landing turbo. I might have to switch to that. Nope. So the really cool thing to me about, with me playing during the Super Battle is the lyrics are sort of a duet between Merlina and Sonic. It's hard to, like, depict which one because they're talking about the world ending and allowing that, and then having an evil plan, and it gets sort of conflicting. It's like, wait, is the evil plan causing the world to end, or but... Oh, he was in the Old Testament too? Okay, if he's in, like, multiple fictions, that's probably definitely based off of a real person, then. I mean, Old Testament was a little more of a, like, that pulled from history, if I understand correctly. Not, like, 100%, as far as we know, but... Oh boy. That was easy. Yeah, so it's like, it's just a really cool final battle. And, after it ends, Sonic's basically consoling her about, like, stories are going to end. And it's, I guess because, like, she's worried about the fate of, like, what happens to the people in the world. It's not about, like, this world's gonna end. Like, it's hard to say because it's a story. It's sort of the same thing Eraser Jin's trying to avoid, is the story ending and escaping the story. But he tries to console her, and then, the Knights of the Round are like, they kneel to Sonic as the rightful King Arthur. So it's a little bit of an ending goof. And then there's a post-credits scene where Sonic's trying to explain what happened to Amy. And she doesn't believe him. I guess he didn't tell her about this scenario. Jump! Oh. Okay. I can do this. What am I doing? Is this defeat enemies? It's defeat enemies. These skeletons are so loud. These blue ones are awful. Alright. Surely if I go far enough in the stage, I will be able to just, like, defeat enemies, right? I want some rings! Oh, no, I guess I failed.
This just isn't my day.
That makes me think that I actually have to, like, do this if I have a chance of failing it. But it seems all of the 40 thieves here, they will revive, so they're not a... Right? Like, that's part of what's so disappointing, like, it's another entire layer onto what's so disappointing about Sonic and the Black Knight to me. This was planned to be a trilogy. They were gonna do a third one. I wanted to see what they were gonna do. What stories were they gonna do? I need to pay attention. Here. Okay. Ooh. That'd have been neat. I could see them doing Journey to the West. Like, there's some good Goku action in here. Especially considering Sonic has a super form. Like, another character very inspired by Journey of the West's Goku. I'm not doing this unless I have to. This is ridiculous. We have other things we can try first. Got a good variety in there. Oops. Excuse me, sir. What if I simply... Going blind into a part of the game is not great for, like, knowing when to talk about stuff. Oops. Oh, I hope this isn't the end.
Speed break.
No! Hey, listen. Can't just automatically give me more rings like that.
Just made it.
No such thing as an arrow through.
Probably should, though, recap this story, since we were talking about so many others. But you're getting a good example of, like, how you just have to do a bunch of extra stuff to proceed with the game. So we're probably gonna go a little long today. Just trying to figure that out. We'll try to, like, contextualize this story in a way that I've tried to set it up. Like, let's start with the idea that... Go forward. Okay, just, like, let me... Forward. Jesus Christ. Okay. I, like, didn't even realize for a moment I was facing Uhu. These can be some of the trickiest levels. Just, like, do that, it's fine. Oh my god. I'd like to not lose my rings so I can get hit there. So sometime after Sonic met real descendants of genies, he decided he wanted to read a book that had genies in it. Turns out, the genie of the lamp in that book was not having a good day and decided to start cutting up the story using his razor blade. His name's the Razor Jin. Sonic also had a ring, for some reason, that had the genie Shara in it, who, after touching the ring... Man? She comes out of it to warn Sonic about Razor Jin. Ooh. Why did I just do that?
Just made it. No such thing.
Sonic he rolls with it because this is basically, this might as well happen for him with his life. And he wishes to be sent into the book to help Shara defeat... Oh no! We do have to defeat this is awful. It's okay. It's okay. It's not as bad as Sonic Heroes. This isn't... We haven't hit a wall. It's just difficult. And we need to get good. It's not the game's mechanics breaking us. It's just very hard. You have to not get hurt. Oh. Say as I get hurt. Whoa! Yes, okay. It's fine. Please. Oh. Okay, I have to if I die there, I have to restart. That's the problem. I can't just keep attempting. Oh my goodness. I think probably the biggest struggle I have with these controls... Again, this is more of a button thing than a motion control thing. Another was is and this is all back to there being multiple functions for the 2 button. When I want to back up a little bit, but wow. Jump. Okay. What's up here? Oh, nice. Yeah, and I want to back up a little bit. And then jump forward. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No, but I defeated it. Oh, okay. Keep sliding. Stop. It'll just keep doing back steps sometimes. And then, when I try to move forward, or when I try to do a regular jump, if I am not doing the back step, it'll start sliding. So I guess I just have to learn to brake better. It's a different button. That's actually like one of the big skill things to determine in this, is getting down when you stop. Weirdly enough. Yes, okay, here's the opening cutscene. If you let it, like, sit and on the title screen. Where's the flame? I guess they just, like, reused it as the opening thing. You wouldn't know there was a flame yet, or what it meant. So it wasn't a Sky Palace yet, huh? King Solomon with his spoilers. Right, so Sonic agrees to help Shara. Let's go into the book and stop Eraser Jin, who is summoning spirits to help him destroy the Arabian Nights. I guess, you know, like, this game is all about the story details, huh? Like, because what else do I have to recap other than... Ooh, letters. Okay, so he's turning the words themselves into the spirits. That's something I never picked up on before. So he is actively corrupting the book. Look at this menacing guy with the goofy voice. Speed break.
like my time limit is about up.
Sonic?
Sorry. I don't mean to worry you. I'll be okay.
I'm so sorry. It's my fault that this happened to you.
Really? Don't worry about it.
Sonic.
Just remember my promise. The promise between me and you.
I haven't forgotten that promise.
I knew I could count on you, Shara. It's gonna take more than some tiny flame to bring judgment down on me. Come on, let's go!
Okay.
I did that cutscene, right? Oh no, was that the cutscene I missed? The one I specifically skipped because of the scorpion? Because I kept messing up? I've had some practice to, like, refresh myself on this, so, like, maybe I'll do it this time. Shoot. That would be the one cutscene that I missed, because I thought just like, it's just the boss showing up, it's fine. Listen, sir, when I shake the Wiimote on 1, you boost. That's what this is about. It's the name of the game. We have met many Arabian Nights characters, Sonic and Shara. Tails, or Alibaba portrayed as Tails. King Sharia as portrayed as Eggman. Sinbad as portrayed as Knuckles. Is that all? I feel like there should be at least one more. No, because like King Solomon isn't portrayed as anyone. Along the way they found... They would find the world rings. We found 6 of those. Great jump. Shatter.
Too easy. No, son.
Sonic, look!
Whoa! I take it that's not something you see every day, huh?
That must be a monster summoned forth by the Eraser Djinn.
No, okay.
Shara!
I must have spaced out or
Your
something.
magic?
I'm sorry, Sonic.
I think it was after
My
defeating
magic
this
is no
boss that
match
they
for
made
that
the
of the
promise.
Eraser Djinn.
Okay then. Guess I'll
Or
just
maybe
have
it
to deal with
was
them the old-fashioned
after we got the world ring in...
Don't look so glum, Shara.
No,
I'll have
it
you
is
smiling
this.
by the end of this.
Isn't
And
it?
that's not me ordering you as your master. That's a promise from me to you.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes, all right.
Promise is I'll have you smiling at the end of
Let's
this.
do it.
A promise.
There's a new Lost Gorilla? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter, we need to go to the Night Palace. We are in grounds I have not tread in a long time now. There is a magic carpet in this level. I don't know if it will function properly with my control mapping.
So this is where Eraser is.
Don't worry, we'll get him in no time. This is about to come crumbling down.
Hurry!
Oh, come on.
This is about
Okay,
to
so
come
it's
crumbling
not
down.
all of them. Maybe it is.
Hurry!
I got greedy.
This is about to come crumbling down.
Hurry!
Did I finish what I was saying about Sonic Boom? There's several things I've said today. I don't remember what I've finished, what thoughts I've finished.
I know, I know.
Okay. Listen, ma'am. Sir. Sir Maddington. I haven't used Time Break before. Forward.
It's a trap! What do we do?
We just have to face it.
That's what we do.
Speed break. Well, guess it's time to run.
Now or all times is when we should stay on guard.
Oh, jeez. So. Alright, new plan. Just run through it. Classic speedrunning tactic. Just run through it. I would like some of these rings, but I can't control myself
I
now.
guess next up, we go for a walk on the air.
Oh, this is cool.
This just keeps getting better and better.
Oh,
Control the carpet by tilting the wheel remote.
oh no! And it's instant death?
I guess next up, we go for a walk on the...
Wait, I know how to fix this. But I'll have to unfix it, like, immediately. Where's my configurations? Controls. Turn off upright Wiimote, I think. There we go. That was just inverted.
Getting better and better.
Control the carpet by tilting the wheel remote.
Yeah, because you have to, like... I don't know. It's weird.
Hey, check out the view.
Oh,
Sonic, we don't have time for sightseeing.
but it's a whole new world.
I guess next up, we go for a walk on the air.
This just keeps getting better and better.
Control the carpet by tilting the wheel remote.
Is there something specific about this color combination that this, carpet is? Because, like, this is the same combination for,
Hey, check out the view.
oh,
Sonic, we don't...
I have no way to connect a,
Next up, we go for a
Wiimote
walk
to
on
my
the air.
computer. I have the motion controls mapped to different parts of the, GameCube controller, and I had to, like, specifically customize it, the control scheme. Like, aside from my normal setup that worked well for zero gravity.
Hey, check out the view.
Imagine if Disney tried to copyright Arabian architecture.
He must be through here.
They did try to copyright something along those lines, didn't they?
What the?
Hold that thought. I have to set the thing back so that my attacks work again. Okay. We're all good, I believe.
The room stretched.
Ominous.
Something's come out.
Which means maybe we can go in.
What I was saying.
What could this be?
This is very cool.
Really inside the palace?
Maybe not easy on the eyes, but ooh.
Watch out! The path is splitting too!
switch, maybe?
I think that's the one I was thinking about.
Getting weaker.
Oh, my rings are draining. That's cute.
It's fixed.
The gate.
What is this place?
But no, like, that color combination on the rug in this, it's the same as the one in, Riders. It's also the same as the one in Disney's Aladdin. Is that, like, a culturally relevant color combination? Oh boy. I bet those can hurt. This is cool. I think there's a lot of rings here, if apparently I'm inhaling poisonous gas. I don't remember this stage at all, but it's fun. I'm having fun here. Well, you know what we say about butt rock? It doesn't exist. It's literally just a term to make fun of any kind of rock. I've heard people call notable classic rock bands butt rock before. Yeah, like, we try to turn it on them because people love to call Crush 40 butt rock, and it's like, they're literally just doing hard rock. Like, this stuff shreds more than Metallica could ever dream to. But, like, they really tried to do something different with the, Let me jump. With the... Jesus. Really tried to do something different with the music for this, and that's part of the reason I like it so much.
Let's go.
Final Fantasy X is another thing they try to say has butt rock, so yes, I am in Final Fantasy X, I guess. We are definitely in a fantasy, that's for sure. See, this is what I mean. I'm unlocking so many things after each new level.
Ugh. It's the blue rat again.
Hey!
Ratigan?
Looks like I'm running a bit low here. Think you could top me off?
Have you brought the 7 world rings?
Well, you see, you should really just look for them yourself.
Very well. I'll carve you to pieces until I find every last one.
Is that so? Let's see you try!
See, I would make a joke about Sonic being the Blitzball, but also that takes place entirely underwater. Sonic would not want to go anywhere near that. So I do have to... I know, right? He's such a fucking goober! Like, we would quote him before. This is 4Kids voice acting at its most.
I've been waiting to finish things with you for a long time.
You filthy rat! I'll shut that mouth of yours permanently.
Watch the way that a razor swings his sword.
Oh boy. The Razor's playing with Wii Motion Plus. Yeah, dude. Like, he's a good design for a genie. He's, like, Ganondorf as hell.
Sonic, and face me.
Koi Double Nezu. Soboda. Oh, I fucked up. Yeah. Okay, so I messed that up. And now I've reset the battle entirely, which is fine.
Watch the way that a razor swings his sword.
So this is just dodging. Ooh, I could use Time Break. Oops. Oh.
Come, Sonic, and face me.
Okay, we have rings. Okay. That didn't help. This'll be something.
Watch the way that a razor swings his sword.
That's Chaos Control, remember? Except they call it Time Break in this, because Sonic isn't in full control. It's using the genie's power for basically the same function. There was a cutscene earlier. Oh, okay. I probably have to jump at the right time.
Sonic, and face me.
Yeah, I have to jump, and Time Break actually doesn't help, it actually makes it worse. I just wanted to see, like, if I could get a feel for it. I just have to be ready to jump as soon as it happens. Okay, I was a little too fast that time.
Come, you filthy rat, and face me.
Yeah, I'm just not fast enough, because I'm not used to it yet. I think I know what he's doing now. I mean, yeah, it's like in its nature to be a little janky, but like, it's not impossible. It's not Sonic Heroes janky. It's not Black Knight janky. I did tap back into Sonic Heroes for a bit recently to get a scene for a meme. Close. I almost had it that time. See, we don't have to complain about this moon, because we're in a fantasy. But I think it does still have, like, a skull on it. Okay, it's not gonna let me do that, then. It does give me the... Yeah, he probably just uses magic.
Filthy rat. And
Apparently, most of the moons didn't get pissed on in other games, too.
You got it.
Yeah, there we go.
It's working.
I think I only need to do that, like, 3 times.
insolent pest. Your feeble attacks cannot harm me.
Shut up! God. I can't take this voice. Yeah, I was talking with Miles about this during last stream, about, like, what... Did, like, some environmentalist find the Chaos Emerald specifically to fix the moon with its power? Like, what did they do for that? Because the thing is, in Zero Gravity, there's an area with 2 moons, and I've been saying, what if there are 2 moons and only one got blasted? But... Ooh. But, here's the thing about that. Both of the moons in Riders are full and whole. And I don't get it, because, like, it's more menacing to have a half blown up moon. Or, like, third blown up. for like all of the stages that have full moons are supposed to be creepy and dangerous. Get him.
What's wrong, Eraser? You don't look so good.
Enjoy your moment of pride. It shall be your last.
Do the zigzag.
Every single drop.
Is that a Ruby quote? Like, for real?
Come, you filthy rat.
I wouldn't put it past Ruby with its writing. I just gotta take that hit. I don't know how to jump it. I missed. Sure fucking missed. No! God, okay.
Watch the way that a razor swings his sword.
Oh, like the moon is actually blasted in it. At least they keep it consistent in that. Yeah, the two other theories other than an environmentalist going to using the Chaos Emeralds to fix the moon is, 3 moons, or my ongoing saddest one that, Sonic Adventure 2 takes place 22 months after Sonic CD, and that was Little Planet freshly turned into a dried husk from Sonic, Eggman and Metal Sonic escaping in Sonic 4 Episode 2, coming back to say hi and getting blasted on the way in. We haven't seen Little Planet since, so like, whatever. Apparently, nobody cares about it. Ooh, I missed an attack there.
Come, you filthy rat, and face me.
What's wrong, Eraser? You don't look so good.
Enjoy your moment of pride. It shall be
Oh,
your last.
almost got him. The moon is like my thing at this point, like, among other things in this series. It's just great because this moon doesn't need that excuse though. Because we are not on Earth right now, technically.
Come, you filthy rat, and face me.
I think if I stop like fully there, it's easier.
Take this.
Nay. Alright, where are the rings? I was just hoping I would run into one of these things, because there's a very good chance I'm just not gonna evade it randomly. And yes, every time I lose, his health is reset. This was the same frustration I had last night trying to beat Captain Remith? Whatever. The very gross Davy Jones ass pirate guy. Crap thing. Because I haven't done damage that time yet. And I get rings immediately. got him.
Aha! It's working! Now I just have to keep that up!
Ha! Insolent pest! Your feeble attacks cannot harm me! Come, you filthy rat, and face me!
You know, for as much as a criticism it might be that this is like an auto runner, some really good later Sonic boss fights are also auto runners, particularly using like the boost system.
What's wrong, Eraser? You don't look so good.
Like I really liked the final boss
Enjoy
to
your moment of pride.
Sonic
Be your last.
Lost World. I guess the matter at hand is like the rest of the level feels a little constrained, and bosses are meant to be constrained. But I don't know. I'm willing to play this game. It really depends on like the design around it. You want the rings, sir. If you design well around it, it's good. I'm supposed to be able to hit him.
Come, Sonic, and face me!
I think there's a good chance that I... Ooh! Only need like one more charge hit.
Take this!
Oh goodness. Ooh.
Come, you filthy rat, and face me!
Okay. I'll face you. Yes! He's just very sturdy until now.
Possible!
Alrighty, Eraser, give up! You've lost!
Okay.
Easy!
We're not quite done yet, even though he's the big bad. We need to, find the last ring, world ring, and do the super stage. Hopefully, I'll be able to figure that out quite quickly.
Sonic?
I'm okay. I'm still...
That door. What is it?
I have an idea. Watch this. Open sesame! Oh, it didn't work.
That's...
Cover of the book.
must be some sort of offering we need to make. 7... Sonic!
7
When
Sonics.
the 7 rings that control the worlds are gathered, the portal between worlds shall open. We've got the 7 world rings. This must be the door that they open.
Do we? I think we need one more. I guess they're not gonna do a different cutscene. Oh, you... Sir? Did it save? I can't skip this. I kinda do just want to let this music... let's see, what I'm worried about is... if I don't let this run, is it gonna undo... Did it save? Is it gonna undo my save? It probably is, so I'm just gonna let it rock the place. Oh. Yeah. And come to think of it, there isn't like a 7-something to collect in Black Knight. The thing about that is it looks like it's gonna be just like a really short game for a bit, because you're about to beat, like, Black Knight, like, halfway through it. And then this entire other plot with... I mean, the plot's very short overall, but there are a bunch of stages you play in the meantime. I think there are missions, too. I'm not sure about that. Like, in that you collect swords. 7 swords? There'd be 13. 7 of rings, 13 of swords. Why is this the credits theme anyway? I'm not complaining. It's just... interesting choice. Oh. This also feels like very inserted credits. And the amount of time this is taking, I was going to actually consider previewing a party game. I don't think I'm going to unlock any, like, extra characters in that. Oh, it's going to do multiple. What can I talk about right now? Look at my notes. No, like, I said all the things I was thinking about. I guess I didn't complete the thought about, like... Oh, that doesn't matter. All you had to know was I was playing Sonic Heroes again. It was a bad time. Like, I needed a scene from Metal Overlord's battle to record. But I have still not beaten Egg Fleet with Team Dark. And I didn't really have time to play more because I need to play this. Yeah, the more I think about it, I think I said before that Amy's composure in Riders lends to the Riders games taking place later in the series. That's why I like this game. Akinori Nishiyama. I'm willing to subscribe to, like, the... What's our, like, full 2000s timeline? Advance 1, Advance 2, Adventure, Adventure 2, Heroes, Shadow, Battle, Advance 3, Rush, Rush Adventure, Rivals, Rivals 2, Riders, Secret Rings, Zero Gravity. And there feels like there's a bit of a time gap between Riders and Zero Gravity. After Zero Gravity, so that's like a perfect time for us to get to Unleashed's plot, which is like... They like, failed to make Sonic 06 be a reboot of the Sonic series. That's why they called it Sonic the Hedgehog and not like Sonic Adventure 3, which is what it is. Or intended to be. Sonic Unleashed is like an actual reboot, it feels like, so like... From there, the narrative is just release order. I guess there's a chance that Free Riders takes place before it, though. Free Riders could take place whenever, but it feels like Eggman was just goofing around and not planning. He wasn't planning for world domination there. He just wanted to beat everybody in a race, and Metal thwarted his plans. Yeah, did I actually, like, mention that? Because I know I joked about before, earlier in this stream series, how people are always still asking for Sonic Adventure 3. There's an alternate timeline for sure where '06 got the time it needed to be developed on, and it actually like plays like Adventure or Adventure 2 and has a Chow Garden. Because literally, like, I think my thought for this came when I was talking about how they try something different. There is Crush 40. One of the best versions of His World is by Crush 40. There's 3 versions of that song. All Hail Shadow's Crush 40 version is in that. The music was, like, kinda okay, but, like, I don't know, yeah. That might also be a timeline where Yuji Naka doesn't leave, so, like, again, like, if... What would have saved 06 is if it played like Adventure and had Chow Garden. That would have been just doing the same thing again, which is what they tried to do and didn't have enough time to do. You have 3 different stories and nothing's really new to it. And, like, they always tried to do something new. I guess that's part of why it was, like, a thing. Yes, I know. Just, like, let me get to it, bud. Can I skip? Like, Sonic Rush Adventure was an adventure game. Sonic Unleashed is also called Sonic World Adventure, so that's an adventure game. We've had several candidates for Sonic Adventure 3, and the one that was supposed to be was awful. Okay, so now I just have to do side stuff until I get a ring. I hope I don't have to beat the Razor Jin again. I hope it just gives me the final thing. Because it would show up below the boss duel.
3, 2, 1.
Now fight Woohoo. Oh, he's fast. In this one. There's nothing I can do about that. I can speed boost when I get the opportunity. I just noticed they have like these weird hats on in this level. Like, army hats. This is weird. I get the jump on him. Ha! Cheated it. Did I mention that I feel like the Coco in Frontiers, they feel like an Earth Elemental alternative to the Chow? I wonder if we're gonna get to raise them, because the Coco are really good. They're like little Kodamas, like from Mononoke Hime, except they're made of stone instead of tree. I didn't read what this mission was.
Where are we?
I'm feeling something strange.
Seems plot relevant. This might be where we get the ring. Nice. Oh, good jump. Oh. That's neat.
What's this deja vu.
This is the wall from the room we were just in.
Neat. Sounded like those platforms broke behind me.
Something's coming. Watch out!
Is it aiming for us?
I imagine. I'm a little focused right now. And imagine if I don't remember the base stage, I don't remember this one. Seem I have hit a wall.
Is the room spinning?
Looks like it.
Yeah. Not have been enough. Ow. The Spin Squad! And I have to go all the way back, I guess? Take that cannon again? Maybe I should have just done that first. So the party games in this are like genuinely like imagine Mario Party minigames. They are as random as that. They didn't try to do this with Black Knight. I think they just had like a sword fighting arena, which is probably as fun as it sounds. I never tried it. Also, I remember Jet had a Arthur Sona, which is what I'm going to call those versions of these characters. Yeah, I mean, it worked for this. We needed a Sonic Shuffle too. And I also keep forgetting to look up the plot of Sonic Shuffle. Well, like, the thing, like, you're trying to do little mini games with the Wii remote, like, naturally. There was a violin one, there's a canoe rowing one. I guess that place wasn't that, wasn't that plot important. It was just weird. Really on time. Get these notes out of here. I'm beyond what those notes say. Oh, we're still in here. Oh. Oh, it started with 5 rings. Okay, well, that's a safety precaution. There we go. I like when these, finish with oh so many rings. Give you plenty of opportunities to lose your rings, Yeah? Interesting. No. It's okay. Like I said, plenty of chances to lose my rings. Plenty of chances. I actually can't move fast enough to avoid that. It functionally does not allow me to. I need to, like, grab some over here. He's expecting me to have rings. Oh boy. Now this is some quality gameplay right here. But you know what? This actually highlights... Like, this isn't supposed to be a thing I'm allowed to do right now. There are times like this in Black Knight. Because of just how it functions. Alright, sure. Whoa, why do I have 3 rings? What happened? Sir? Thank you. And it feels worse in Black Knight. It might feel roughly as bad as how this is, but at least there's an excuse for this. Because I am working on a controller like that thing has. I think I'm gonna, like, do a ranking of these games from most to least enjoyable. Not necessarily best games, but enjoyability from my perspective. I have like 30 extra stuff I can equip. Let's just bust that on. Okay. Now I'm out of water.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's finish.
Eraser's henchmen!
I hope when Sonic says, let's finish this.
Don't get too cocky, Sonic.
Is this a destroy your enemies? I think it's a destroy your enemies. I might have already messed it up then. I'm just gonna, for safety. Just for safety.
2, 1.
Make sure I don't miss him.
Eraser's henchmen!
For all I know, needing one more thing is gonna make me lose. Okay. Ma'am.
Eraser's henchmen!
I'll take you all on.
Don't get too cocky.
Got him.
Watch out!
Why did I stop?
Is it aiming for us?
What is that? Oh, those are the things that broke last time I was here. There is like a narrative to it, I guess.
You need to time things very carefully.
Just made it.
Had me worried there for a second.
I'm I'm holding down the jump button, but I'm not jumping. Nice.
Hey, what's going on?
I think there's something we can do here.
Oh. Okay, that tells me where that puts me. Where are my enemies to jump onto, though?
Here we go, Shara.
Such a weird noise. It's like halfway to that cackling noise from Deltarune, but like more screechy.
Just made it. No.
Good. Wait, special book, does that mean... Maybe. Can't see. Yes!
One of the 7 world rings.
Last one.
This one is purple.
Oh, this one is sealed with sadness.
Just what are these rings all about, anyway?
Hey, there's something I've been thinking about, Shara.
What is it?
How do you and the Eraser Djinn know each other?
Huh? Well,
Hey,
We're in
if
the
you'd
same
rather
book.
not talk about it, that's okay.
Sonic,
Is he really a genie of the lamp like that King of Bones said?
yes. Well, you see, he's the genie of the magic lamp from the story of Aladdin.
Huh?
Long ago, he was punished for his misdeeds and sealed away in the lamp. He would not be forgiven until he had granted the wishes of 1,000 people. But when his sentence had been served, he had a renewed hatred of people. That was his fate, sad as it was. His cursed destiny came from the story he had been written into.
Shara?
To the Eraser Djinn, I am just a mere genie of the ring. I want to stop him, though. I want to turn the stories of the Arabian Nights back to what they were. That is my wish.
Yeah, I thought I remembered that she did have, like, sort of a turntail, but I think she is genuine in wanting to stop Eraser Djinn for the fact that she wants him to not be evil. Anyway, let's go to Alpha Lila Wa Lila. Which that means 1,001 nights. It's also the name of the upcoming boss. The Genie of the Knife.
You just don't give up, do you?
You've brought me all 7 world rings? Well done.
Hey, of course. We're such good buddies after all.
Shara. You have done well in using him to gather the rings. Now, give them to me.
Hey, hold on. Aren't you gonna do something about this?
Shara, please, quickly. Let us rule the world together.
Like, he wants her for sure.
Shara? What?
I must.
Shara, stop! You can't do this! Think about what will happen!
I'm sorry. I have no choice. I just want to be back with him.
No! As Genie of the Ring, I command you! Do what you truly think is right! Shara!
Prayers, sadness, rage, hatred, joy, pleasure, wishes. The 7 hearts that make up the stories. These are the 7 world rings that bind these pages together.
That was a line read for sure.
What?
But the life of the collector of the rings shall be offered up in sacrifice as the key for that control.
Can't with this guy.
I offer up your life, Blue Hedgehog.
Shara!
Sonic, I'm sorry. I knew. All along, I knew what would happen. And I still got you involved.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
Did I change my destiny? Did I keep our promise?
Shara, grant me a wish. I wish for you to not die and to go back to the way you were.
I'm so sorry, Master. I cannot grant.
In the end, such is the weak power of a genie of the ring.
No, this is such a tone shift. Stop. I mean, all of the bosses have been gruesome so far.
This is awful. You're just some incomplete monster.
Well, that's different. That ain't Supersonic. That's Darkspine Sonic, as we call him, I think. God.
The stories of this world are mine!
If this is your world, then it's a world that I don't want any part of.
Alright, Jet. Thanks. Thanks, Jason Griffith. I got a power for it. He seriously sounds like Jet's voice when he does this. Why? What is he doing? I need to figure out how to hurt this man. You right?
You can always fill the stage by moving the wheel.
Oh. I don't know if this is helping.
If I watch the beam of light when he's attacking, I can probably dodge it.
Oh.
You can always fill the stage by moving the wheel.
I bet there's something if I really...
The beam of light when it's attacking, I can probably dodge it.
Oh no! Okay. Oh, I do have a... Reflect. Ooh!
Maybe time break and speed break would work.
Give me some rings. Give me the rings, boy, free my soul. Can I do something? Guess not. There we go. This feels so weird. Kick him in the ball, that's for sure. Oops. I hope that doesn't reset all the way. It seems it does. So like, I'm like putting my palm on the C-pad and just like going nuts with it. So you can probably imagine like the way you make it. Oh, come on. Okay. The way you can make it work. I just want it to move forward at the start so I can actually get rings before that happens. But it's not gonna happen. So, but yeah, you can imagine that, like, to make that work on a Wiimote, you're just gonna, like, really give it a good shake. Just keep wiggling. Ugh. Hi, Iggy. I know. It's past your dinner time. I have to relearn this battle, though. So I think what that is they're actually like literally beating the power of the world rings out of him. What you want me to do? Literally can't. I want some rings. This is so bad. Like, this is the kind of battle that needs checkpoints. I don't mean like this is a bad experience. It's just... this is not how I want to perform for a stream. I'm fine with, like, learning how to beat this boss, but I should have already learned how to beat this boss. And I didn't give myself enough time to, because it takes a good 14 hours to get here. That's an exaggeration. It's probably like 12 hours. 11.
Such thing as fate for those who speed. A path out of time instead of just living it. So many things erased before they begin. Hopes on dream instead of what could have been. Fortune fades like words in the sand. Just like that, nothing at all just seems. Nothing at all just seems. Fortune shines with 7 in hand. Back to back, make real of all that seems. Make real of all that seems. 7 rings in hand. Speed through life with feet in sand. 7 rings in hand. One.
Honestly, I think I might have done better on this my first time playing. There's a solid
I have to
chance.
stay clear of that whirlpool. Maybe time break and speed break might work.
Darkspine Sonic's really interesting. It's like nothing like Supersonic as a design. It's got markings on there. I mean, he's purple. That's the opposite of yellow. Like, he's a violet compared to the purple of Eraser. They have plenty of rings.
How can you have this power?
Okay. See, like, now that I know what's gonna happen there, come on. Do the thing. Just do the big thing. Let's finish this off, bud. Here we go. Wait, just one hit? Just one punch at the end there. Oh, word?
Your tale is finished, Eraser. Next time, try writing a better story.
Oh, snap. Got him. Nothing like telling a writer they suck at writing. Or, I guess he was an eraser. Give me that final cutscene. Cats are hungry. We're almost at the limit from stream, too. We're 5 minutes off from the max limit.
I shall not be defeated. If you defeat me, I will simply return again and again. I am immortal. I cannot be vanquished. That can't be. That's the...
I want you to hold on to this.
Oh, so that's what that was.
To go back to the way you were. The genie of the lamp is supposed to grant 3 wishes. Am I right?
I will never grant any wish from the likes of you.
Huh. My first wish. Bring Shara back to life.
Shoot him with the lamp like a gun.
My body is...
My second wish. Return the Arabian Nights to the way they were, so that the world can have its stories again.
Yeah, the voicing is fine for this. So he is like, this is like cartoonish at this point.
My third wish. Eraser Jin, you shall live out the rest of time trapped inside your lamp as you were in days of old.
Shara, I know you're there. Please stop him. We can start over. The two of us. I swear it. The world is mine. I cannot be denied by that filthy rat. Why?
I told you, I'm not a rat. I'm a hedgehog. Shara, will you grant me one more wish? I wish for a mountain of handkerchiefs. Now, just let yourself cry. As much as you need to. You'll have plenty of handkerchiefs to help you through it.
I don't think there's any scenes after this. There might be. I don't really want to wait though, so I'll get back to you on that. We did it! How do I work this stream thing again? Yeah. Cool. So that's the Sonic Storybook book trilogy, as much as we're gonna go into it. It's not perfect, but I enjoyed the first one, because that's all there is in my heart. If things go as they should, we'll start Sonic Unleashed next week. I have to make sure I have the right equipment for this. Namely a controller, still, because, you know, time just keeps on going and nobody does anything, including me. It'll be a very different stream, though, because I will have to cam stream playing on the Xbox 360. I don't have any way to, like, bypass that. It also might be not in my room, because I haven't fixed the screen on my TV yet. I think I know what to do, though. I think I know what the problem is. If I don't get everything sorted out, we'll have to figure out as we go. So, hopefully, I can figure that out, and that's what next time will be.